Welcome to the class 7 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter respiration in plants. In my previous video, I have talked in details about the types of respiration, which is based on the presence or absence of oxygen. And according to that, there are two types of respiration: aerobic respiration, which is when there is presence of oxygen, and the other one is anaerobic respiration, which takes place in absence of oxygen. So I hope that portion is clear to you all. You will have to learn the details of it, of those two types of respiration, and also you will have to learn the equations of both the types of respiration. Okay, now you will have to learn the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration, which is there in page number 70. Okay, now this difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration is very important. Let's see what the differences are. First point under aerobic respiration is it takes place in the presence of oxygen. So this is the most important point of difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration, that aerobic respiration takes place in presence of oxygen while anaerobic respiration takes place in absence of oxygen. Second point, complete oxidation of food takes place, while for anaerobic respiration incomplete oxidation of food takes place. Okay, this also is another very important point of difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Third point under aerobic respiration, 38 molecules of ATP are produced by the oxidation of 1 glucose of molecule, while I have told you that for anaerobic respiration 1 glucose of molecule gives only 2 molecules of ATP. So I hope these points are clear. Moving on to the last point, which is about the end products of these two types of respiration. Aerobic respiration produces carbon dioxide and water, while anaerobic respiration produces ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So these are the four points of differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. All 4 points are very important, and you will have to learn all these points. Okay, now before moving on to the next topic, which is respiration and combustion, there is another did you know which is quite important in page number 70. At the top portion of page number 70 we'll find the did you know. What does it say? Since the process of respiration takes place inside cells, it is also known as cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? When respiration takes place within the cells, it is known as cellular respiration. There are two byproducts of cellular respiration: carbon dioxide and water. What is the main product, or what is the actual product of cellular respiration? To produce what does this process takes place? The actual product is energy in the form of ATP, and to produce energy, two byproducts are formed, which are carbon dioxide and water. Out of these two, only carbon dioxide is considered a waste product, as its accumulation in the body is harmful. So out of these two byproducts, carbon dioxide and water, only carbon dioxide is an excretory substance, and it is considered as a waste product, and thus it is given out of the plant body, because if it is accumulated, it will cause harm to the body. And this is same for both the plants and the animals. Accumulation of carbon dioxide causes harm, and plants need carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis, and that carbon dioxide they can take from the atmosphere. Okay, so moving on to page number 71, you will find the topic of respiration and combustion. Now, what is respiration, what is combustion, and how are they different? Respiration and combustion. What happens when we burn a piece of wood? When we burn a piece of wood, heat and light are produced. Suppose we are burning a wood. Okay, what will happen? It will produce, means the fire we are burning it, right? So fire will be obviously there. The fire will produce heat and also light. Oxygen is used up in this process. So to form fire, the main component is oxygen. Without oxygen, fire formation will not take place. Oxygen is used up in this process and carbon dioxide is given out. So oxygen is, atmospheric oxygen is used up to produce fire, and what does it give out? It gives out carbon dioxide. Though the process of respiration is similar to combustion, these two processes are more or less similar, but there are huge amount of important differences between these two processes. Let's find out the differences. Look at your book, you will find this difference, and this difference is very, very important for your exam. First, respiration. It occurs in living cells. So all living cells perform the process of respiration, while combustion takes place in non-living cells like paper, wood. All these things, when they are burned, the process, the burning that undergoes it is known as combustion. But the same thing, similarly, in our body, the food is burning down and producing energy, that since it is taking place in living organism, that is known as respiration. Respiration takes place at room temperature, while combustion takes place at a high temperature, because combustion involves the formation of fire. In our body, in respiration, when respiration takes place in living organisms, no formation of fire is there. It takes place in room temperature. Okay, respiration is a slow process, combustion is a fast process. Respiration, under respiration, number 4th point, energy is released in several steps and stored as ATP, while for combustion, energy is released in the form of heat and light. Okay, next point, under respiration, enzymes are involved. Since it is a biochemical process, it is taking place in living cells, and it involves the breakdown of carbohydrate to produce ATP. Enzymes are obviously involved to help that process, but in the case of combustion, no enzymes are involved, since it does not take place in living cells. Last point under respiration is conversion of carbohydrates to carbon dioxide and water occurs in many steps. So we have already seen that in respiration, what happens? Glucose, which is basically a carbohydrate, is broken down to produce ATP, and water formed. And what products are formed? Obviously energy is formed, and carbon dioxide and water are also formed. But in case of combustion, carbon dioxide and water, here also they are formed, but the process is quite compact. Means these products are formed only in one step. But in case of respiration, the same products, carbon dioxide and water, they are formed after going through many steps. Okay, so this difference between respiration and combustion is very, very important, and you will have to learn all the points of differences between these two, because all these are important points, and you may get questions about how is respiration different from combustion, and you may get 4 marks. So there you will have to write 4 points. So you will have to write all the 4 important points. Okay, so I will continue with the respiration in plants, that is exactly how respiration in plants take place, the modes of respiration, how this mechanism of respiration takes place in plants, in the next video. Okay, thank you.